Canon has just killed the Cam Link, and it's kind of amazing. Hello, and welcome to a video where we're going to be talking about cameras and how the entire streamer ecosystem has just been disrupted by the release of one piece of software. You see, there's a bit of history behind this. Canon is not usually what streamers go to for a lot of good reasons. Mainly that up until recently, they had a serious issue with clean HDMI out. This is the Canon T6i. This is actually a camera that most YouTubers actually have used because it's affordable. It's incredibly useful, and it has an interchangeable lens system, which a lot of vloggers find extremely versatile. It allows for many features that more expensive cameras have, such as a dedicated mic jack, a flip-out viewfinder. And all these features are why this camera became the vlogging king for so long. But for streaming and streaming high quality, well, that's not the case. You see, streamers found out very quickly that webcams are not great. In fact, they're still not great. I have a Razer Kyllo, which is one of the better webcams you can buy, and I still don't like it. I still don't think it's as good of quality as it could be. And I think it's kind of a sticking point on a lot of devices. Like, why are cell phone cameras so capable, yet webcam cameras can't quite get it? There are a lot of reasons, and there's actually a bunch of interesting videos on it. But digressing a little bit, there is a solution that streamers have been using. They've been taking a camera like this, and they've been plugging it into a capture card like this. The Elgato Cam Link is a super streamlined capture card designed entirely for cameras like this one to be input into your PC. And this is more for gameplay. This is actually a Razer Ripsaw. And the traditional setup would be to have a camera on a capture card with a game or PC on another capture card. Of course, you can see how this would actually become a problem, as you now need two $200 capture cards in order to record one video. And because Canon had an interlaced screen and output for so long, Sony became the king of the streamer. In fact, there are more Sony cameras in more streams than there are Canon cameras in YouTube videos these days. But that's about to change, because Canon still has the edge in a lot of places. For one, Canon's cheaper interchangeable lens cameras, which start around $500, retain a mic port that is honestly the best feature of the camera. Their dual pixel autofocus is honestly killer. Their sensors and colors look great. But until recently, they hadn't focused on clean HDMI out. But that's not what we're talking about today, because that's still another $200 that you would need to invest in your recording setup. No, today we're talking about EOS Link, a free piece of software that Canon released recently. It's currently in beta, but it's incredible. The way EOS Link works is actually really simple. Once you have the software running on your computer, you just simply take any micro USB, plug it into the side of the camera, plug the USB right into the computer, and it will pop up in OBS. That simple. You just have to add the input, and it's called EOS Link. And it's there. It just works. Let's just talk about how insane this is, because I don't think you realize how this is working and why it's absolutely the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I didn't even think it was possible. What the camera is actually doing here is it is packaging the data that it is receiving. It is transmitting that data directly via USB to the PC. It is converting that data instantly and is compressing it to about 20 frames per second. But the results are still an amazing looking picture at 20 FPS without the use of an external capture card. This gives us YouTubers who've been using Canon an edge that we did not have previously. In fact, I remember the craziest thing that I did was buy a webcam Hero Black so that I could use the HDMI out on the Hero Black to be used as a webcam because I hated webcams so much. Now, I don't even need that anymore. I don't need to spend like $200 on a capture card. I just can plug my camera directly in. And it's just nuts. So, let's actually talk about how to install this because it's actually really simple. Simply navigate to the EOS link beta. You could just type in EOS link and it should come right up on Google. I'll drop some links down below. Essentially, you can use that, locate your camera. Mine is an SL3 and download the utility. After you download the utility, just install it. Restart your computer and it's good to go. Connect your camera in. It will first then check for transferring, but then once it recognizes that the EOS link is active on OBS, it's good to go. Activating it on OBS is like any other webcam. Simply add a new source. It is a video source and it will come down as an EOS link on there. Of course, name it something catchy like Canon camera. That way you can remember what it is in case you need to add it to more scenes later. Turn on your camera, it will appear and you're good to go. There's nothing else. The only downside is it does not do the audio, but if you're recording a Let's Play, you should have something like a condenser mic like that one. I don't think you can see it. It's too dark over there. You should have a condenser mic or some other microphone to record anyway. And you could always take your Rode Video Pro, the one that I've got up here, and hook it to a mic stand. In fact, this probably would be an amazing microphone to record Let's Plays with. Digressing though, this is pretty much the best way to record your face in a Let's Play that I've ever seen. And it is the cheapest way to do it ever. And that is how Canon essentially killed the cam link. Because why buy a $150 cam link, $100 sometimes on sale, and then also use a weird HDMI to mini HDMI conversion cable to get my output from my Canon to that, or even, you know, buy a Sony camera and a Canon camera because I need the mic port, when I can just buy the Canon camera and compromise on the frame rate a little bit. And to be honest, that compromise isn't that noticeable when playing video games. When you're doing a Let's Play, it is not something that you will notice. So yeah, it's awesome, it's free, and if you got a camera like this, go ahead and download it. It's just another tool for us to use, and it's just amazing. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe. I do content like this every week. I don't know how to end a video. Wolfie out.